If you easily get offended, please do not watch this video. You gonna think this some judgmental stuff because of some words of wisdom and truth being spread.
Love is so hard to find. I know that's the most cliche thing you always hear, but it's true.
I know you talk about this marriage stuff, but it's like, man, who got time for that?
It's either that or you're gonna be hopping from woman to woman to woman. I don't want to rush this stuff, and I don't just want to marry anybody. I'm trying to do my best to let God do the picking. Only He knows what I need, but it's so hard not to give it to temptation.
See, my views about marriage are so messed up. See, I witnessed my dad leaving my mom, and which led my mom to find who is else the one. Because, you know, she just couldn't trust no one after that.
And I understand, man. I just hope I come across the one that if we had a family together, it can actually be the family that I could come back to when I'm older.
No, man, forget that, man.
And do you want to be them people in their 40s and their 50s, still going to the club trying to mack at chicks?
Nah, it's like, I would stay with one woman, but if she ain't worth it, man, forget it, man. I'm about to go bomb.
Women are the most powerful creations there is. All it takes is some booty swinging and you gone. Men, you gotta protect yourselves, man. I don't want the fellas to just stay gullible and captive in the failing system. And if you're not careful with this overly obsession with butts, you may cross boundaries to other places and other preferences. That's left for another topic. I understand it feels achieving getting some, but see, this stuff will get into your heart, alter your morality, mess with your ability to say yes and your ability to feel. Not trying to isolate the women, but when it comes to this financial and law stuff, a lot of men can be put in places where the woman has them on child support, or they can't even see their own kid and they got to deal with the torture of constantly getting their hard-earned work money getting taken away from them. See, these chicks will have you so hot to the point you can't contain yourselves, but you need to value your seeds unless you want to bring a bunch of unwanted children on the earth.
We understand things happen, but kids are still precious. They're just the most precious things to have. And sadly, narrator, a lot of people don't agree with this kind of method of reaching the next generation. But I'm like, if you want to reach the next generation, you got to get real. This next generation, man, they into some real stuff. So it's like, you can't always be heavily minded 24/7 to where you don't have no realistic earthly value. You got to keep it real with folks. Honest and genuine. Man, forget what Michael say, man. I'm trying to get laid, man. Yo, listen, man. Why does this underage girl keep hitting me up, man? Like, you look at her face, bro. She looks 19, like, but she's really like 14, man. She just won't stop throwing herself, man.
I'm telling you, it's that GMO chicken, man. That cheap, overly sized, steroid-modified food. I'm telling you, it put weights in you.
As Mike continued to battle his conscience, will he give in to his feelings or will he stick to reality? This is a great fight. What you feel versus what's real.
Lars! Huh? Yes, we'll work with you. We'll give you a 2 weeks no- Man, he hung up.
When the right time came for them to talk.
Oh, here's your books. You left your books back there, and you know, I'm Michael, by the way. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Nazarita.
Ooh, Nazarita, that's a nice name.
I'm a Gemini, by the way. What are you?
I'm a whatever my birthday born in April. What is the title? That is.
Yo, I'm dead. You're an Aries. At least you ain't a Scorpio. You know, you can't really trust them Scorpios. You know, I'm a vegan and, you know, I like to explore to see if you like a person, you know? You into that? You like exploring?
Darn, I'm not about that life, man. I ain't into fornicating. And she's a vegan too. Well, darn, she gonna get offended by this yogurt I'm about to eat.
Them locks look sexy on you. How long you been growing them?
Well, like 7 years.
Well, my break about to be over. At me.
Nope, she's not the one. But she's smacking, though. I don't want to get blind by this stuff. But I do yearn for love, but I don't want to waste it on crap.
I want a woman who fears the Lord, who hold it down, genuine and one to pour. She's real and she's honest. No actress, no pretender. She ain't afraid to stand alone in this lonely world where being sick is the thing instead of loving the Lord. She's real and she's honest. No actress, no pretender. She ain't stuck online with a harlot sound. All they do is just post thirst traps. Be real, be honest. No actress, no pretender. She don't need to be perfect or have it together, but at least be worth it like a true investment. Be real, be honest. No actress, no pretender. Proverbs 31 shit, I want you to know. Proverbs 31
Yeah, why you calling me so late? Video chat. Alright. Yo, what? Oh, she thick!
I do not know the right time to call you, but I chose this time because I felt like it would be more quiet and appropriate.
Yo, so what made you think it was cool to call boys at like 2 in the morning, man?
I cannot stand my papi always telling me what to do, always controlling my life, and I can't let them think on my own.
So what you trying to say?
You live with your cousin, but can I live with you too? I don't want to be with my daddy. I hate my family.
Whoa, I'm gonna have to think about that. Yo, I'm about to call my best friend to see what she think about this.
Age is just a number. You can be way older than your physical body. Everybody has their own truth they choose to follow. Just follow your own truth.
What's the matter?
You get on my nerves. It's just complicated between us, I find myself trusting you more just because, I don't know what it is about you.
All right, we almost there. Don't you gotta give back your older sister the car or something?
Yeah, park me right there. I'm gonna be... All right, Michael. All right, what you doing there in this late neck of the woods?
I'm just helping somebody. She giving her car back to her sister.
Ooh, who is she?
Somebody I knew I'm talking to, getting to know.
I'm trying to return this Z phone.
You heard of the new 5G that's coming out next year in 2020?
Yup, it's crazy.
And I heard the video chat quality supposed to be so crisp and clear.
Well, here's something that a lot of people just do and don't realize. You see, doing all this is not going to make the water any more hotter. You have to wait for it.
Like all these internet waves and devices connected to the internet, man. I'm like, wouldn't this mess up your health or something?
I'm Tanya, by the way.
Well, I'm Michael. Nice to meet you.
There is so much endless worldly wisdom about dating, even in the church world with all these millions of dating advice books. Not knocking them, because some of them do help people, but most of that stuff will just have you in a state of confusion, just like the endless wisdom in the world. The internet is full of lies. This is why a lot of folks are confused now, especially our millennials, listening to all these different sources, and a lot of them don't even have credentials.
This is why, as believers, we need to learn how to be still and listen to what the Spirit is saying, so He will guide you to what He has for you. To be honest, a lot of this data stuff is slowing a lot of people down from getting important things accomplished, and most importantly, finding their purpose in God and getting into the plans that He has for them.
Mr. Safe, lonely guy, I know sometimes you wanna die. Living this hard and lonely life, feels like no one's by your side. Mr. Safe, lonely guy, I know sometimes you wanna die. You feel like nothing, you feel like nothing. Hold up, how is this song gonna minister? I still didn't get to see the whole picture. I know deep down you don't wanna be bothered, and you know that you're loved by your author, the one who's not of confusion. I know you see these different lives and emotions, but you're battling these voices and commotions. It's the safe, lonely guy, I know sometimes you wanna die. Living this hard and lonely life, feels like no one's by your side. It's the same lonely guy, I know sometimes you wanna die. You feel like nothing, you feel like nothing.
If she don't stop,
You know what? What she want?
what you mean you standing outside the... You got bags out.
As Mike bugging out trying to contemplate this, he then comes to a point where he just compromises.
Hold on for a second.
Yeah. What? What'd you say? Hold on. He's calling me. What?
Yo, shawty, you ducking and dodging my call like...
You now want to call me? I've been calling you like 44 times. You think you something just because you got a job now? I'm not important no more?
Yo, what's that noise in the background?
What noise?
You think I'm stupid, huh?
Yo, why ain't he picking up his phone? Boy's trying to smoke. Spending too much time with that little Miley girl. Won't be satisfied until he get arrested.
Yo, I need to get out of here. Dude, I hope Mike don't have that little girl in the house.
Just because you live in someone's bed don't mean you live in their hearts. You don't want to be washed up to the point your value declines and then an upright person becomes out of your league. So then you settle for a person who's willing to be the cleanup worker and carry all that baggage.
But who don't want attention? When you chase the Most High's love, there'll be no need for you to seek all this attention and fulfillment online. Do not love the world or anything of the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in them. See, women artificially modify their bodies and add a bunch of filters and edited effects to the point they're unrecognizable, all for the sake of some likes.
And you can apply this with everything. See, people are now just doing anything to be approved. This is not to finger point, but this is just to address the issues of what we deal with as humans.
But not everyone walking here is human. But that is a different room for a whole completely different topic.
What? Tell me what the words say. What? I said, tell me what the words say. There's a way that seems right to me. Just dead. There's a way that seems right to me, yeah. But the end thereof is just dead, yeah. There's a way that seems right to me, but the end thereof is just dead. There's a way that seems right to me, but the end thereof is just dead. Tell me what the words say.
Yes, I've been finessing this girl and I feel so guilty about it. You know, I've never shared this really around a lot of people. I ain't even shared this around my own brothers in the faith.
Boo-boo, see? You need to stop desperately compromising yourself for the sake of some romance. I read this story in this article online about this married man who got lured to the stripper's home. This man will not leave this girl alone. He kept begging to stay at this girl's place, not knowing she had a whole boyfriend, and he wasn't satisfied till he was laying on her bed and her boyfriend came out the closet and beat him with a bat.
Whoa, well that is really bizarre. But I do got plans, you know, I do want to see this movie.
Oh sure, I'll go.
I wouldn't mind if...
I strongly stand on no funny business.
Alright.
Yo, where my sister been staying at, fam?
Yo, what you talking about, man?
You don't act stupid around me, dog. I don't appreciate you touching my sister, man.
Look, I don't even know how old she is. Yo, how you know
Don't
me?
worry about it, dog. So that she think it's okay to touch on little girls, man. See, y'all pedophiles ain't make me sick, man. Y'all need to get arrested. Y'all need mass incarceration. Y'all the scums of this earth.
Wait, first of all, you should have been the big dumb brother to watch over your stupid little sister. Second of all, you should have been monitoring the kind of dude she talking to. Third of all, it ain't my fault that these little girls are so thirsty out there they throw themselves like that. You think you know what's best for yourselves and y'all don't. Y'all stupid.
Nah, that's not the point. Once I find out where you live, man, we gon' slide. We gon' put up on your block and we gon' bleed it.
Yeah, alright.
Well, here you go, folks. That's Beauty Do Not Make You Beautiful. You know, the 4th edition. And I'm pretty sure you know what it means, the superficial outer things don't make you beautiful. It's all about what's in the heart. Your heart being pure. And yes, people can easily argue and say, well, yeah, that's all you need is just a pure heart. I know there's a lot of people you feel like that's pure. It's just not common. I'm telling you, it's not. The pure in heart shall see the Lord.
Chasing your sin to the fullest will eventually have you in that state of mind where you can't live with all these consequences, feeling unfulfilled and having so many regrets to the point you become depressed. Or it'll have you living this lie, living in this false world, feeding your delusion and self-denial, or even worse, living a life of self-condemnation. But people, there's a better way. There's a better way.
That loyal circle for granted. Now you're looking back and seeing now you're stranded. Memory lane, take me to memory
Alright now.